welcome to my first ever YouTube channel. My name is Kametani and I thought I'm making a YouTube channel. One, because I travel a lot, and two, because I go to a lot of cool restaurants and places, and I do some TikToks, but really like not a lot, and I thought it would be fun to just share my life with you guys. So for my first video, I was actually thinking of doing something like top 10 places to go in Dubai or like top 10 places to eat in Montreal. But I had this amazing idea. I thought I would do it on my experience of skydiving for the first time. So yeah. So one of the reasons why I wanted to do this particular video as my first video ever was because when I was looking online, and trust me, I did look like a lot on YouTube for videos because I was terrified of doing it for the first time. I mean, you are jumping out of the plane. Like, that's super scary. And so I did a lot of YouTube digging, and I saw a lot of girls doing their first time ever experience, and kind of, you know, it kind of made me feel a lot better. And so that's why I wanted to do my first time experience skydiving, so that you guys can feel better, and hopefully it will make you want to do skydiving because I loved it. So the first concern that I had before going skydiving was that I didn't want it to feel anything like a roller coaster, because I am absolutely terrified of a roller coaster, and one of the main reasons is that I hate that stomach drop. Like, you are up here and you go zoom and you feel that stomach drop sensation and you just feel sick, and that's just not fun, and I didn't want anything like that. So I did a lot of digging, and a lot of YouTubers and a lot of people just talk about it on their vlog or just online in general. And just to put that out there, skydiving is not equal to roller coasters at all, and that was one of the reliefs for me. And for anybody who knows basic science, it's because the plane is already traveling at a certain velocity, like speed. So when you're exiting out of the plane, you actually already have speed with you, which is kind of like a concept that's hard to imagine in real life, unless, like me, if you were a weird child and you were in like a golf car or whatever they're called, and when it was moving, like, you jumped out of it. Like, I did that once, and yeah, it was not fun. It's kind of like that. So you are already going with a certain speed, so you are not just going from standing like rest to free fall. Like, that's not what it is. So that makes it so that you don't get the stomach drop feeling, which is something, it's super mesmerizing to think about, because you would think that there will be, but there isn't. So the second thing that I thought about or was concerned about before going was I didn't want my flight up there before the jump to be nauseating, because I find it that in small planes, and if there's a turbulence and you're in the clouds, you can get a little bit sick. And I felt that if that was the case, that would make my whole experience pretty shitty, because I would feel sick the whole time, and that's just not fun either. Again, it's kind of like the stomach problem. So I didn't see anywhere on YouTube or Google about that part. Nobody said like, hey, the flight isn't gonna be bad, but I was in a really small airplane. Like, I can show you a picture here. You have just enough for your leg space, and for us it was 4 people, not including the person you're attached to. So I guess we were 6. There were 2 people doing solo and 2 of us who were doing tandem. So that was it. And it's a super small plane, like nothing else fits. And so when I was going on it, I was a little bit nervous, and I forgot to take my gravel, which is like for motion sickness. So I was really hoping that I wouldn't get motion sickness, but surprisingly, for a little plane, I didn't feel nauseous whatsoever. Even when we were in the clouds, there was no turbulence whatsoever. So at least for me, I'm not sure about other companies, they have different planes from what I saw. Yeah, I didn't have that, so that wasn't something that I don't think you should worry about. And the third thing people worry about is, what if your parachute doesn't go off? I didn't have this fear. I just did it kind of being ignorant, I guess. I mean, I did look at the statistics a little bit before, and skydiving tandem at least is very, very, very safe. I think on Google it says there's like 0.0000001, I don't know. Like there's a really small chance that there could be an accident, and that is because you have a second parachute. Like you have your first parachute, and in the off chance that one doesn't work, then there's a second one that is there in just in case, and your instructor would pull it, and most of the times your instructor would do it in a way that you don't even notice that was happening. So I really highly doubt that that's a problem, and I wasn't worried about that going into it. So all the worries aside, I hope what I told you just kind of cleared a little bit worry for you, but if it didn't, I'm gonna explain about the fun aspects of it so that you would, consider doing it. So when asked like, oh, what was your favorite part about skydiving? Like I would totally say the free fall, and everybody else said that too in their videos. And free fall, I'm not sure if any of you guys ever been on a motorcycle or an electric scooter, not the little one that goes like 12 kilometers per hour, but like the other one, like Vespa or whatever, if you've been on those. It's kind of like going on the highway with it. You have all this wind that is coming at you, and that's kind of how it feels. And going there to the skydiving place, we were actually on a motorcycle driving on the highway, so I kind of got the preview of it, even though I didn't really think about it, but that's exactly how it feels. Because yes, you do accelerate a little bit when you just jump off the plane, but within like maybe 5 seconds you reach a stable speed. So the only thing that it's happening is a lot of wind is just going like, past your face. That's what's happening. So if you've ever been on a motorcycle ride, that's sort of how it feels. I don't know. I also didn't see anybody else say that. So maybe it's just me, but that's how I felt. So if I could give any advice to somebody who wants to do it for the first time, I would say definitely eat before you skydive, because otherwise you might feel a little bit sick. I've heard a couple of stories where people didn't eat and they threw up afterwards. That's just because you feel this adrenaline rush, and that might make you sick later. I don't know. Second of all, wear clothes that are appropriate for skydiving. So don't wear shorts because you have the gears and it might be a little bit uncomfortable. And so for girls, I would say wear something like leggings and a sweatshirt or t-shirt, like long sleeve, I recommend, because it does get cold up there, even if it's like a hot sunny day. So definitely prepare your outfit for that. Oh, and another thing is, a lot of people skydive on a special occasion, like for birthday, anniversary, or I don't know, graduation or whatever. So a lot of those days includes a big celebration, it's a big party, and you might drink the night before and stuff. But I personally, even though I didn't really read it anywhere, I personally think that you shouldn't get too drunk the night before, just because you kind of don't want to be skydiving when you're hangover. So that's something I recommend for sure. That just goes in line with eating before and staying hydrated before and after. And yeah. Anyways, this was more just a talking video, and it might have been a bit boring. I'm sorry. I'll try to include pictures here and there when I'm editing so that it's not as boring, so you're not just looking at my face the whole time, because that's just boring. Yeah, but for my next videos and stuff, I'll try to include some footage and just take you guys along the way with me. I would have loved to do that for the skydiving experience, but we couldn't bring our phones up to the plane, so that really sucked. But for other things, I would definitely bring my phone with me and my camera, so you guys are updated and you guys can experience the whole thing with me when I'm traveling or doing something cool. So stay updated, or stay updated. What's that, stay updated? That's just weird. Let's stay tuned and stay whatever. Thank you for watching my video, and like and subscribe if you want more content.